Hello, my name is Chris. I want to start this video off by saying that this video does not have a sponsor, and I am not being paid nor compensated in any way for making this video. I am making this video to inform on this company, Carguard Administration Incorporated. Carguard Administration Incorporated is a front company for a bunch of scammers. Is all the companies that do business with Carguard scammers? I can't answer that. I can't tell you how many are, how many are not. All I can tell you is what I have learned. And I will share that with you. And I will use my own experience and what I am currently dealing with to help explain it. A little over 2.5 years ago, my wife and I decided to buy an auto warranty. A lot of the information available today was not available back then. I seriously wish it had been. I did my research and I found that the company that I was buying from was a well-known company, and it had a national company backing it. The company I bought from was U.S. Direct, and it was based in Costa Mesa, California. That company doesn't exist anymore. They went out of business, which, as I understand it now, is a problem. A lot of these companies start up, sell some auto warranties, then they go out of business. It's a serious problem. But here we are 2.5 years later, a little over, and my wife and I decided to cancel our auto warranty. We've never used it. So I tried to contact the company, and that's when I found out that they were no longer in business. But hey, they're backed by a national company. So I called Carguard Administration Incorporated, and I was told, oh, you have to contact the company that sold you the warranty. Yeah, they were in California. They're out of business. Oh no, the company that sold it is National Warranty Services, and they gave me a telephone number for them. Okay, so I called the telephone number, and wouldn't you know, it's not a working number. I started to get suspicious at this point. But I called Carguard again, said, hey, that's not a working number. Oh, well, here's their address. Instead of writing to them, I decided to look up the address. It's a post office box in Scottsdale, Arizona. While it is true that businesses sometimes do business and use the post office for certain official packages and letters, this is just a post office box. I could not find a physical address for this company. Now I'm really suspicious. So I called Carguard back again, all in the same day. And I said, okay, the number's not working. The address is just a post office box. Is there any other way to contact them? Do you have an email, a cell phone number, something? Nope. They have nothing. It is late December 2020. And I asked them, after saying that, if you wanted to get in touch with them, do you have to send it through the postal service? And I was told yes. If they wanted to get in touch with them, they'd have to send something through the postal service. Really? Okay. Now I'm really suspicious at this point. Yeah, 60 years ago, doing business just through the postal service? Sure. You could definitely do that. 30 years ago, even then, not so much. But now? No, something is definitely wrong here. For reasons I will get to in just a moment, I had to use a third party to get an email address to get in touch with Carguard and try to work this out with them. And eventually I got a call from someone at Carguard Now the number on my phone came up as a private number, so the number was hidden. The person identified themselves as part of the management of Carguard and told me that I could cancel my warranty, but I was not entitled to any type of a refund, prorated or otherwise. I tried to explain to them that I've got the paperwork right here in front of me, and it definitely says I'm entitled to a prorated refund. And the person said, no, according to their paperwork, I was not entitled to a refund. In fact, they said to me, and I quote, "Well, you and your wife must not know what you read." What? I'm not a lawyer. I'm definitely not a lawyer. But I can read a contract well enough to know that it says if you don't use the warranty and you cancel it, you can get a prorated refund. That's pretty straightforward. And to speak to me like that? To try to bully me into believing I don't have any options? No. As I said, it's late 2020. I have options. So I started exercising some of those options, and I got a call from someone at Carguard Administration Inc. They were polite. "We understand that you're trying to cancel your warranty and get a prorated refund. I can help you with that." "Really? Because I was told I wasn't entitled to one." "Oh, well, I don't know who would tell you that. Our paperwork definitely says that you can get one." How many times am I going to be lied to? Which lie should I believe? Should I not believe any of it? Now, the company I bought from goes out of business. Another company in another state over suddenly has my warranty, and while I know that when a company goes out of business, other companies will sometimes buy up their products or their service contracts, that does happen. Of course, it's also possible that somebody started up a company, sold a bunch of auto warranties, went out of business, and then some of these same people were involved in starting another company in another state, and then it goes out of business. I don't know about that. I don't have the authority to get into the business records. It's going to take an official investigation to try to figure out what's true and what isn't, and how much of a scam this all is. But it doesn't stop there. I said earlier that I had to use a third party to get an email for Carguard Administration. Why? I'll show you. This is the Carguard website. That's it. That's the entire website. The important part that I wanted to show you is up here in the right-hand corner. Right there. That is the official email address placed on Carguard's website. Incidentally, I had an IT professional look at this website, give it a quick once-over, and even in that short of a time they said there are dead links on the page. It really is minimalistic. It's something that someone could throw together in less than 30 minutes on a site that helps you create web pages. But the important part right now is the email address. So I'm going to click on that. My email client's going to come up, and as a subject I'm going to put test. This is a test to see if this address is legit. And I don't care if it's spelled wrong or anything else, because it's not going to matter. Trust me on that. Hit send. And let's go over to my email. Oh, look at that. I got a notification on my email. I wonder what it is. Let's just open this up. Get rid of that. From the e-postmaster. It's undeliverable. Their email address on their website, and it's undeliverable. It's unlisted. It's almost as though it doesn't exist. That's curious. So back to their website. That's why I had to go to a third party to find their email address. With all of this suspicion, with all of this going on, how do they stay in business? Well, as I said, they're a front. You'd expect a front company to look respectable. And they do. In fact, if you look at the bottom of the page, you'll see that it is a Better Business Bureau accredited company. That sounds really good, doesn't it? It certainly influenced my opinion in going with them. It shouldn't have in this case. Normally I trust the Better Business Bureau. This is, as you can see, the Better Business Bureau website. Carguard Administration Incorporated. And there is their rating. I'm honestly curious how they got that rating, but the accreditation from the Better Business Bureau is, a lot of it's based on their view of how a company will interact with its customers. Does it seem stable? Different points like that. The reviews do not enter into it, which I'm sure Carguard is glad of, because if you look at the reviews, 1.38 out of 5 stars. That is really bad. And we click on the reviews. Now, I'm not going to read these reviews. I just want you to see some of the responses from Carguard. To whom it may concern at the BBB. It says that Carguard Administration Incorporated is an administrator of vehicle service contracts. They're paid a fee by a third party. Notice for the warranty agreements that we sell. That's an odd way to word that. If they're paid by a third party, wouldn't it be for the service agreements that they sell? By saying we sell, it puts Carguard Administration Incorporated as part of the selling process. But maybe that's a typo. Maybe it's a typo, and oh, no it's not. To whom it may concern, Better Business Bureau, Carguard Administration Incorporated, administrates vehicle service contracts, paid a fee by third-party sellers to administrate the contracts that we sell. So that's one problem. Not my words, theirs. And that's one problem. But the main problem is that these companies that sell the warranties and then go out of business, well, Carguard just administrates. They're not responsible. Are you beginning to understand how this works? They're Better Business Bureau accredited. That's true. They are. But their rating is not good. They have had so many complaints against them. They've only been in business for 5 years, and look at the complaints. So many problems. Now, back to their website for a moment. Now, you would think that a company, especially in late 2020, which is where we are, it's only a few days to the 1st of 2021, you would think that they would do some promotional work about their company, about their partners, at least to improve their public perception. But again, look at the website. That's it. That's all there is. So what about social media? Well, let's go to Facebook. And let's do a search for Carguard Admin. If you do a search for just Carguard, you'll get some places that are local businesses that do auto repair, or they apply protective coatings to automobiles. But if you do a search for Carguard Admin, you get this. Carguard Admin is a scam. This is a page that I started. And I started it so that people on Facebook could go there and post their experiences. A positive or negative, as long as it's factual. If they feel that they've gotten great service, they could say that. But I'm thinking most likely anyone that posts there is going to talk about the negatives. Because as you saw on the reviews from the Better Business Bureau website, there's a lot of negatives. Especially if they believe that they've been scammed. But not everyone uses Facebook, do they? That's fair. That is fair. So let's go over to Twitter. Main page on Twitter, and let's look for Carguard Admin. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Got a few things. Most of them are, as I said, places that do auto repair. But then there's this one. Carguard is a scam. Hashtag Carguard is a scam. I started this account. So people on Twitter would also have a place to post their experiences with Carguard Administration Incorporated or any of their partners. Positive or negative, as long as it's factual. But let's review, shall we? We have a company that is Better Business Bureau accredited, but doesn't get good reviews. We've got companies that are supposed to be the sellers that just pay them a fee to administrate, that start up, sell a bunch of warranties, go out of business. And of course, Carguard just administrates. They're not responsible. Their words, not mine. A company whose website has some dead links, but their own official email address doesn't work. And they have no social media presence. Late December 2020, no social media presence. Something is wrong here. It's not just suspicious. There is something definitely wrong. And that's why I said that Carguard Administration Incorporated is a front company for a bunch of scammers. It looks legitimate, but it's what's going on behind it with the other companies. There are too many questions, not enough answers, and something definitely is wrong. But as I said, I did get a call from someone being polite saying that I could get my prorated refund. I have to ask though, would that be enough for you? Think about it just for a moment in these circumstances. You've been scammed out of thousands of dollars. You're trying to get a company to do what it is contractually obligated to do. You get lied to. You get bullied into believing you have no options. And when you start exercising some options, then somebody calls and says, oh, well, we have an agreement, so yeah, you can get a refund, but that's, we stick to that agreement, sure. Would that be enough? Just to have a company finally start to do what they should have done to begin with? After the lying, attempts at cheating you, talking down to you, trying to bully you, would just them finally doing what they're supposed to be enough? I'm sure for some people they would say, yes, that is enough for them. It's not enough for me. It really isn't. As I said earlier, I don't have the resources or the legal right to get into certain records or files that would be necessary. An official investigation is needed. And I'm happy to say that I've already started contacting some attorney generals in several states to urge them to investigate this company and their third-party sellers that pay them fees. How many of these companies start up and then go out of business? How many of the same people are involved in these different companies in different states? These are serious questions and they demand answers. And I have no doubt that these investigations, once they get going, will come up with something. And when it does, I'm hoping that that something will be enough for a basis for a class action lawsuit. Not just for me, but for others who have been scammed so that they can get back some of their money as well. And to put a stop to this. That's what I want to inform others of. So that brings us to the end of our video. If you're on Facebook, look up Carguard Admin as a Scam and post on that page your experiences, as long as it's factual, positive, or negative. If you're on Twitter, look up Carguard is a Scam, hashtag Carguard is a Scam, and post there, positive or negative, as long as it's factual. If you want to make your own video about it, your experience and what you've learned, please do. I encourage it. Upload it to YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube channel of your own, you want to upload it to mine, contact me. My email that you can contact me, it does work, is carguardscam@gmail.com. And we'll try to figure out how to get it uploaded on my site. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching this, for considering what's been said, and I will post more information as it becomes available.